Contests in skateboarding are as old as skateboarding itself. From early contests in the 70s, over World Cups, X Games to Street League, they've always been around. But there's one contest in particular that stands out. The gnarliest of them all, the father of all best trick contests, performed on rough street spots, the one and only Thrasher Bust or Bail. Today, we want to take you through the history of Thrasher's infamous Bust or Bail contest series, present you with the best slams and the best tricks done, and finally, the top 3 skaters of each contest. So, let's jump right in.
Top 10 skate clips of the best, biggest, and best looking tricks, and tricks at most iconic spots.
The first contest of Thrasher's Bust or Bail series took place in late August 2008 on the famous 16 stair set in Bernal Heights, San Francisco. From the beginning, it was not clear if they would be able to do it. Phelps stated that they were trying to get permission to host the contest and only could get it done the week before.
It's a pretty decent set of stairs, and we made it an extra one at the top, so it was basically 17 stairs. So everybody came up there and got their skate on, and it was pretty gnarly.
The lineup for the contest was sick, including everyone's favorite skaters. There was a bunch of money on the line sponsored by Nike SB, Independent, and Plan B, and the motto for the contest was clear: either you bust it or you bail. And so the hype started. Not everyone could handle the huge set. Even a 15-year-old at the time, relatively unknown girl from Brazil, tried ollieing it. Today, we all know Letitia Buffoni. Mad respect for trying it. The best rail skaters at the time skated their session down there, like David Gravette and Figgy. Chad Fernandez killed it with a switch lip slide, a fakie backboard, and finally with a nose blunt. Then people started to take it to the stairs. Grant Patterson threw down his signature nollie frontside 180. Probably the most stylish one ever done. Moose threw down a backside 360 and even went over the rail with it. 17 stairs over the rail, backside 360. Absolutely nuts. Finally, Andrew Lange got himself 3rd place, starting with a feeble on the rail, followed by a crooked. He took it to the perfectly pinched nose grind. Roast me in the comments for not calling it over crooked. To finally a front blunt to fakie. Insane. Second place went to the boss doing boss things. Frontside flip over the rail, theoretically taking it 1 stair higher than his opening move from his Baker 3-part. Next up, Varial Heel, which he finally did in the 2010 Day Gold part, also on the Hollywood High 16. These tricks earned him the 2nd place at Thrasher's Bust or Bail. Well earned. Who absolutely killed it? Ryan Sheckler. First, he backlipped it, and then even did a backlip fakie, since a normal backlip on a 17 stair is not gnarly enough for him. He went on to backside flip it like it's nothing. I bet he could backside flip anything.
This is what I heard, that you backside flip Del Toro, yes or no? Yes.
And after doing one of the most beautiful 360 flips ever, again, roast me in the comments if you're hating on the stanky leg, Phelps offered him $1,000 to hard flip it. And so he did. Don't ask me why Chad Fernandez didn't make it in the top 3. By the way, almost none of our viewers are subscribed to us yet. You could help us a lot with a little sub. Thanks. Bust or Bail 1 was one of the greatest contests ever. Still, it took 7 more years for Bust or Bail 2 to come. There were some other contests, like Back to the Berg at Wallenberg, but that's a story for another video. Buster Bale 2 finally came in 2015 at the famous Clipper Hubba in San Francisco.
Everybody welcome to Buster Bale 2.
There was some renovation works going on at the schoolyard, and at the time it was thought that this would be the last possible time to skate the famous Hubba.
The school is under construction, and soon this epic ledge will be unskateable.
They bondoed the run-up and had a list of tribute ABD tricks with prize money on it, tributing legends like Frank Gerwer, John Cardiel, and Anthony Papalardo. And even though you can find a quote on thrashermag.com of Frank Gerwer saying this, it started.
Let's see history be made.
ABD cash out was not everything, of course. People came to destroy the Hubba before allegedly it gets torn down. People were absolutely killing it, like Shane O'Neill with this gnarly big spin back tail. And even though there were no official placements for this contest, we rated the top 3 for you, starting with Taylor Kirby, who first threw down a 180 switch crooks, followed by a tray flip 50-50. Place 2 definitely goes to Paul Hart, who after his tribute switch backside 50, topped that with a fakie crooks, a fakie flip 50, and then additionally a switch heel 5-0 on the Hubba. Gnarly. And even though he only did one trick, you gotta give him first place in this Buster Bale at Clipper. Aaron Jaws Hamoki. Kickflip melon over the top Hubba at Clipper. If you look at a picture of the spot without the bondo, you can count 22 stairs. That height over the Hubba. Nuts.
We're best out there. Because when we're here, no one tells us what's fucking rad.
The next Buster Bale contest was not long in coming. Just 1 year later, on May 5th, the Cinco de Slammo contest took place at the San Diego Arena triple set. The spot provides a 4-flat-4 double set, and also a huge 4-flat-4 flat-4 triple set, which up to then had only been ollied before by none other than Jeremy Ray in 1999. As always, Thrasher Magazine made sure the run-up was fast enough so we could see some gnarly slams and some other gnarly NBDs on the triple set. And just like last time, there was a list of tribute tricks with a $200 bounty on each of them. This time with Wes Kramer's switch tray flip on the double set, then Peter Smolik's fakie hard flip. Danny Way's backside 360 from Plan B's questionable video in 1992. And last but not least, of course, Jeremy Ray's ollie down the triple set, who did it without any roll-in, by the way. The legends were ready, and the first tricks could go down the double set. Finally, they opened the triple set to see what could go down there. The first to ollie it was Daniel Cutcliffe, and then all the big cap skaters like Joslin and Cyril Jackson tried getting some tricks down the huge set. Shane O'Neill had to take a gnarly slam attempting a switch flip. Ryan DeCenzo then finally was the first to kickflip it. Followed by Cyril Jackson, who backside 180'd it. And then we have our top three from that contest. Coming in with Enzo Catella on the third place, hammering down a hard flip the huge set. Just look at that catch. Next up, we got Tommy Sandoval flying down the set with a frontside flip, stretching it all the way over it. And on the first place, the king of gap skating himself, Chris Joslin. He started with a tray flip, clicking the last stair on the left. Since that is not enough for him, he threw down a huge backside big spin, clipping that last stair again. The next year, after the Bust or Bail in San Diego, the contest made it out of California for the first time, going way east to Atlanta. Here, the infamous ATL 5 blocks were waiting to be destroyed this time. This time, there were no tribute tricks anymore, even though we'd have all loved to see a switch frontside flip while smoking a cigarette, I guess. It was just the gnarly, good old bust it or bail it. And for some good bails, who else could you invite other than the legend himself? Yes, this guy, Matt Schlager, who was chosen to open the 4th Bust or Bail contest. As always, they built a roll-in, fixed the cracks, and Atlanta Slammer could start. The crowd was hyped, and Kevin Romar was doing Kevin Romar things, and Tommy Sandoval things were getting done by Tommy Sandoval. Of course, also, Nick Merlino and Paul Hart didn't miss their meanwhile Buster Bail signature, fakie, and nollie flip. Back then, still widely unknown, Herman Steen pulled off a beautiful backside 360, and Zion Wright heel flipped and tray flipped the blocks. Some people tried to skate the kink rail, and because even Pedro Delfino ate shit on it, Zion Wright had to drop the rail. We chose Kyle Walker as our number 3 on this contest, first sending down this massive full cab, and then taking a huge frontside 180, gapping all the way over the slide walk to the street. As our second place, we got Yoshi Tannenbaum, who started off with a backside flip and then took it to the next level with first a big spin flip, followed by this massive laser flip. And the first place at Atlanta Slammer goes to Deshaun Jordan, who hard flipped and then fakie trayed the 5 blocks.
Deshaun, fakie 3-flip this shit at the end of the rainbow. Deshaun, you come down here and get $3,000. Thanks, players. Always.
After Atlanta Slammer, the Bust or Bail series came back home to California in the next year. This time to the double kink rail in Granada Hills, famous for Ardo's incredible backlip in Minefield. The rail, meanwhile, was knobbed, but Thrasher got permission to remove them for one day to host the Trouble at the Double. And as always, it was time to bust it or bail it. And so people started to go down the double kink as if it was nothing, sending trick after trick over the rail into the bank. Also, a bunch of sacks and other gnarly bails were not missing, making Trouble at the Double what a bust or bail is all about. Clive Dixon and Zion Wright both 5-0'd through both kinks, front side and backside, holding on to it all the way down. Then people started to send some real bangers over the rail. And finally, Alex Wilms, Alex Ramirez, and Jamie Foy decided to switch it up down the kinks. First with this switch board slide, and later with every other 50-50 variation there is. Fakey 50-50 by the Kink Rail King. I wouldn't want to do that. Then Ducky came up with some Andy Anderson type shit and another 50-50 variation. And finally coming to our top three, with Giovanni Viana starting with a fakey 5-0 into the bank, a backside blunt all the way, and this half-cab backside over crooks to fakey, pure rail tech. Next up, Ryan Townley with this board slide to Hurricane. And then a board slide yank flip over. What a sick move. And on our first place, Alex Midler. First holding on to that barley grind all the way. And then giving tribute to Ardo Sorry, but on the harder middle rail, and afterwards even topping this one. But see for yourself. Probably due to COVID, the next bust or bail had to wait until 2023 to happen. And it was again at Clipper.
At the time, it was thought that this would be the last time possible to skate the famous hubba.
It's still there, and even though it got heavily destroyed by tricks last time, what went down this time was on the next level. But let's start from the beginning. It took place around Halloween 2023, and it really, really was scary. Scary insofar that people missed the edge of the hubba on multiple occasions, but still got away with it. T-Funk did one of the scariest moves you could imagine at Clipper. Just remember how gnarly the drop on the other side of the slim hubba is. Miles Silvas did some beautiful switch moves. And a lot of other gnarly tricks went down as well, as usual. Also, Wes Kramer and Ryan Gallant got tributed their enders by Sean Hale and Julian Lewis. John D'Lo decided to switch heel over the hubba, and then people started skating the other side of it. Making us come to our top three, with Ryan DeCenzo doing all of those. Nollie nose blunt on the hubba, backside blunt on the other side, frontside flip, and ultimately a huge tray flip flying over it. On place 2, we got Yudo doing Yudo things. Insane switch alley-oop 180-5-0, followed by his signature NBD at Clipper. And in the first place, something I've never seen on a hubba nor ledge before this contest.
I want to see that.
Switch frontside 270, frontside blunt. Damn. Buster Bale always was and will always be one of the gnarliest and most fun to watch contests out there. Real street spots and real street skating all going down on a huge session on one day. We can just hope that the next Buster Bale is just around the corner. There are plenty of spots I would like to see it go down. Which spot would you like to see for the next Buster Bale? Let us know in the comments and leave us a like and a sub. You'd help us out greatly. Cheers.